Good morning, Vanchians. Another beautiful day has begun as we continue our journey as a Type 6 civilization. In Vanchi, we believe that human intellect should be spent solving real-world problems, exploring new aspects of reality, and discovering ways to improve life for everyone. Beyond that, no human mind should be burdened by unnecessary, man-made obstacles. One of the most common of these obstacles is financial stress. Money was originally introduced to help people live better in a complex and evolving society. In Vanchi, money serves only one purpose: to encourage actions that add value to society. It should never become a barrier that prevents someone from contributing positively to the world around them. Chapter 1: The Role of the Finance Department. To support this philosophy, Vanchi has a dedicated finance department responsible for designing policies that ensure every citizen has sufficient financial resources to perform beneficial activities. Their objective is simple: reward actions that improve society. At the heart of our financial system is the Reserve Bank of Vanchi, known as CAD Umbri. This institution safeguards the city's wealth through gold reserves and manages the circulation of both physical and digital currency. CAD Umbri determines how much money should exist within the economy based on actual value creation and economic activity. Every unit of Vanchi's currency, the Wupik, is tracked throughout its entire life cycle. This means that at any moment we know who possesses a particular Wupik, where it came from, where it is being spent, how it contributes to society. Initially, achieving complete transparency was difficult. However, as citizens became comfortable with open financial systems, CAD Umbri became increasingly effective and efficient. Chapter 2: What does it mean to add value? When we say that citizens should add value to society, what exactly do we mean? The most fundamental form of value creation is knowledge. We encourage every citizen to learn practical skills and subjects, develop expertise, share knowledge with others, help improve collective understanding. Beyond knowledge, citizens are encouraged to observe the city, identify problems, and contribute solutions through innovative projects and businesses. Businesses in Vanchi are expected to be driven by problem solving rather than profit seeking. Even basic civic participation adds value. Citizens are rewarded for embracing policies that improve the city, including planting trees, installing solar panels, segregating waste correctly, participating in community maintenance, installing rainwater harvesting systems, reusing water efficiently, supporting local micro-businesses, volunteering for public service activities. Citizens who consistently practice these habits naturally remain in financial surplus because the system rewards beneficial behavior. Chapter 3: Money is not the goal. In Vanchi, the objective is not to chase money. The objective is to use resources efficiently, productively, and intelligently. Money itself has no intrinsic value. It simply allows us to appreciate the efforts of others. A person should focus on improving society, solving problems, managing resources wisely. The financial rewards follow naturally. Chapter 4: Land is a responsibility. Speaking of resources, land ownership works differently in Vanchi. Nobody owns land. Instead, land is allocated according to responsibility and performance. Ownership often creates entitlement. People begin to think, "This land belongs to me. I can do whatever I want with it." In Vanchi, land is viewed differently. Land stewardship is measured through our AP standards: efficiency, productivity, intelligence. If the land under your care achieves high AP performance, you may request additional land to manage. If standards decline, the allocated land may be reduced. Neither outcome is considered a matter of pride or shame. It simply reflects your current capacity and ability to maintain excellence. Interestingly, some citizens deliberately manage smaller areas because doing so allows them to achieve exceptionally high AP scores. Chapter 5: Eliminating Financial Abuse. Money should motivate good behavior. If people can become wealthy through harmful or dishonest means, then the financial system itself has failed. That is why theft and bribery are virtually impossible in Vanchi. Because every Wupik is tracked, all transactions remain accountable. For example, if someone steals a bag of cash, they may physically possess it, but they cannot use it. The system recognizes that the currency belongs to another individual. Similarly, businesses operate within regulated profit margins. This prevents companies from exploiting customers, using substandard materials, prioritizing profit over value. Whenever loopholes appear, the financial system adapts and corrects itself. Chapter 6: A Financial Philosophy That Scales. The financial principles developed in 21st century Vanchi did not disappear as civilization expanded. They remained relevant as humanity progressed. From city-scale civilization, to planetary civilization, to interplanetary civilization, to galactic civilization, and eventually to Type 6 status. The technologies evolved, the scale evolved, but the philosophy remained unchanged. Money exists to reward value creation. Chapter 7: Investing in Yourself. One activity that Vanchi strongly encourages is self-investment. If you spend money to become healthier, stronger, more skilled, more knowledgeable, more emotionally resilient, then society benefits as a result. A healthy citizen is a productive citizen. People may choose to be wealthy or modest in their lifestyle, but no one should suffer because they cannot afford basic nutrition, healthcare, education, or personal development. The government continuously adjusts policies to ensure every citizen can eat well, sleep well, stay healthy, continue learning. Chapter 8: Citywide Diet Control. One example of this philosophy is our Citywide Diet Control initiative. Only healthy food options are permitted within Vanchi, and consumption is guided responsibly. The purpose is not restriction. The purpose is optimization. A restaurant owner may profit from selling 10 pizzas to one person, but they are expected to stop serving once that person's nutritional requirements have been met. Overconsumption creates waste, health problems, reduced productivity. Therefore, moderation becomes a shared responsibility. Chapter 9: Health Before Judgment. If someone is consistently overeating or neglecting their health, the community does not judge them. Instead, citizens ask, why is this happening? What underlying problem exists? How can we help? Perhaps the individual is experiencing stress. Perhaps they are struggling emotionally. Perhaps there is a deeper issue affecting their well-being. Citizens actively work together to help that person recover because allowing someone's health to deteriorate is considered unacceptable. This is not merely a policy. This is Vanchi culture. Chapter 10: Truthfulness is a civic value. Transparency is expected in every agreement. If you enter into a transaction or partnership, honesty is required. Deliberately lying or withholding important information is treated as a serious offense. However, Vanchi does not focus on punishment. Instead, society focuses on accountability. Someone who repeatedly deceives others may receive a public reputation tag identifying them as untrustworthy. The purpose is not humiliation. The purpose is correction. By making behavior visible, people are encouraged to improve and rebuild trust. This creates positive psychological conditioning rather than fear-based compliance. Chapter 11: People over profit from birth to death. Every Vanchian is taught a simple principle: people matter more than profit. The mindset becomes so deeply embedded that if someone sells a product for 20 wupex when it is worth 10, citizens are more likely to assume a misunderstanding than malicious intent. Trust is the default assumption, correction is preferred over punishment, improvement is valued over revenge. This philosophy allows society to remain cooperative while continuously refining itself. Conclusion: money as appreciation. Ultimately, money in Vanchi is not power. It is not status. It is not control. Money is a token of appreciation. It is society's way of saying, you contributed something valuable. You cannot simply possess money. You must earn it through meaningful action. In Vanchi, we believe every individual deserves the opportunity to live a meaningful life, free from unnecessary stress and limitations, for as long as they choose to live. That is our philosophy. That is our approach to governance. And that is the future we continue to build together. Till then, good night.